The American Express Platinum card is the best travel rewards card. Click on my refer link.
No man, the Chase Sapphire prefers best fresh card. Click on my refer link.
What are you talking about? The Southwest credit card comes out with a companion pass. Click on my refer link. Click my link. Will you all just cut it out for a second? You're going about it the wrong way. Let's talk about that in this video. One of the most common questions I get is what credit card to have in order to travel the world for cheap. There's a lot of blogs, websites, and YouTube channels dedicated to this. A lot of the time, they give good advice. But understand at the end of the day, they make money when you click on their application link. In the heyday, it used to be $200 per accepted applicant. These days, it's closer to $40 or $50. So whenever they recommend or discuss a product, you need to be thinking, do they have an agenda? But more fundamentally, no one card or plan is going to work for everyone. Just like there's no miracle fat loss pill. Instead, turn the question on its head. Where do you want to go? How do you want to get there? And then, and only then, can we design a credit card strategy to get you there. This video will be part 1 of 5 of the things I wish I knew about the miles and points game before I started. And in this case, it's how to go about picking the right credit card. Let's go through 2 quick examples. Example 1, Tahiti. You want to go to Tahiti. Awesome! There are 3 main airlines that can get you there from the United States. Air Tahiti Nui, Air France, and recently, United. Okay, so how can we book on each of these airlines? Well, you can book Air Tahiti Nui using American Airlines miles or Air France miles. To book Air France, you can use Air France miles or Delta miles. And to book on United, you can use United miles or any of the other Star Alliance plans like ANA, Avianca, Aeroplan, etc. However, Air France miles aren't really good at booking Air Tahiti Nui given limited availability, so let's rule that out. FlyBlue, the program of Air France, has variable pricing, so you could get a good deal, or not, and pay hundreds in fuel surcharges. And you can only book Air France on Delta at the Sabre level, which never exists. On United, you're limited to 1 flight from San Francisco, as the other option is on Air New Zealand, and I've discussed previously why their award space is so terrible. Okay, so now we have the prices for economy and business in one way, and now let's figure out how we get these points. For American Airlines, it's very easy. Just sign up for the City Personal, City Business, and Barclay Aviator card at 60,000 miles a pop, and boom, that's 180,000 American Airlines miles. Go have fun. Alternatively, we can go the United Miles route, signing up for the Mileage Plus card or the Chase portfolio and generate miles that way. Of course, this isn't the only way of booking these flights, but just an example. Notice American Express isn't anywhere here, although now it is possible that Avianca is a transfer partner. The moral of the story is to figure out which options are reasonable and derive a strategy from that, bearing in mind that things change over time. For example, that United flight didn't exist, and so Chase points were basically useless unless you wanted to fly on Air France with variable pricing and high fuel surcharges. Example 2, you want to go to Europe. The first decision is how do you want to get there? Do you want to travel in premium cabins, or are you okay with economy flights? For award tickets, we need to factor in the 3 major alliances, and for economy tickets, we've got our mainline airlines and new low-cost carriers. Each of these programs have their pluses and minuses, and ways of accumulating points. Most of the European carriers have very high fuel surcharges, so it's difficult to book awards. For example, on Star Alliance, only Mileage Plus and Life Miles allows you to book on airlines without fuel surcharges. If you're flying Air France or KLM, FlyBlue often has great prices, but there are fuel surcharges. For oneworld, there's American with terrible availability, or British Airways, which is god-awful when it comes to fuel surcharges, so I'll just rule them out. Now we can consider credit cards that will get us these points, like Chase points transferring to Mileage Plus and FlyBlue, Citi going to Life Miles, and American Express points going to both FlyBlue and Life Miles. We can use these miles both for luxury as well as economy redemptions. However, we live in the golden era of cheap flights. You can routinely fly to Europe for $400 to $600 to the United States, round trip and economy. So as unpopular as this sounds, cashback credit cards will be the best for the vast majority of travelers. I'll do a whole video on this at some point, but here's a brief example. Let's say you have 3 no annual fee cashback cards: the Chase Freedom, the Discover, and the City Double Cash. The Freedom and Discover offer 5% cashback on rotating categories up to $1,500, and the City Double Cashback card is 2% on everything. Let's say you max out your categories, so that's $6,000 per card, and you put everything else on the City Double Cash, let's say $25,000. At the end of the year, you have $1,100 in cashback. While it depends on your categories, you might only have gotten 40,000 points using premium travel cards, plus you'd have to pay annual fees. With $1,100, you can book multiple round-trip tickets to Europe or even Asia, so go do that. But these and other credit cards aren't shilled as much because the referral bonuses aren't as high. So in conclusion, don't just sign up for whatever credit card the blogs or YouTube is pushing. I have spoken with so many people who have done this. Instead, figure out where you want to go and how you want to get there first, and then figure out how we get the miles and points to do it. Hopefully you found these thoughts helpful, or at least slightly entertaining at the expense of my fellow travel and credit card enthusiasts. What do you think the best approach is for picking a credit card? Do you have a destination in mind? Or do you just accumulate hundreds of thousands of points and then figure it out? Let me know in the comments down below. While I normally do flight reviews, if you'd like me to produce this kind of content as well, go ahead and give this a like and let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.